What's going on, everyone? This is Zach with Strictly Shisha, and today I'm reviewing the Phantom Hookah, the original one, the big brother to the Phantom Honeycomb Hookah that I reviewed in past videos. And there's just something about this hookah. It's like my guilty pleasure. It's like Domino's pizza. It's not that great of quality, doesn't even taste that good, but I love Domino's. I have to have it like once a week after a long night of drinking, but it's something I do every time, and the next day I feel bad about it. There's something about this hookah that reminds me of that. There's a lot of issues with this hookah, but yet it just rips and I can't get over that. There's no denying the performance on this little pipe. So this little hookah has a modern and simplistic design to it. And the more I have it, the more I actually like the design of this hookah. They say it's made from very high quality aluminum. I'm not really sure what type of aluminum it is, but it actually weighs about 292 grams, just the stem itself. So it's nothing like a Starbucks made in America, but proportionally for the size, the weight's actually not bad. It doesn't really feel cheap in the hand. I'm not worried about bending it or breaking it. The pieces do come apart so you guys can clean it. And the threaded portions are pretty decent. They're not like super beefy threading, but I'm not worried about cross threading at all. The signature design aspect of this hookah is actually the base. That is what I recognize first when I see this hookah. The base on this though is my most point of concern. It's very, very light. It only weighs about 337 grams, and that's less than some of my stone bowls. So the base on this is super light, but it does have this Erlenmeyer flask design to it, which I think is super cool. As a chemistry major, I just love the design of this base. They say it holds 1,000 milliliters, just still reminds me of measuring out things in chemistry and blowing up shit, which I wasn't supposed to do. But I just wish the base was heavier. It would make the whole hookah feel a lot more quality. But I'm telling you, when I'm putting in the stem into there, it's just, I'm worrying about cracking it, just putting the stem into this base. That's how cheap it feels. It's super thin. If they would just make this base like a lot better, I would feel a lot better about this hookah in general. It would add some stability to it. I wouldn't be worried about pulling it over. So the base for me is the biggest point of concern and the easiest thing for them to fix to make this hookah a lot better. One of the greatest parts of this hookah is the diffuser that's built into the stem. It is a fantastic diffuser. It's removable, so if you guys don't want to use it, you can just unscrew it. But I love the diffuser. It's perfect for watching movies. It's super silent. It doesn't add any restriction. If you put this diffuser on a Starbucks made in America, it would be game over. That's how great this diffuser is. It's one of the best diffusers that I've ever used. It has 2 rows of holes. I mean, it just makes really small bubbles. It's super quiet. It makes the session really smooth. And that is one reason why I love this hookah. The draw on it is perfect. There's no restriction. It's not super wide open. It's perfect for what I like to smoke. And I think that's highly attributed to the fantastic diffuser they have built in. The hose that this hookah comes with, let's get this over real quick. This hose is cheap, it's ugly, it's poor quality, but it is light so it won't knock over your hookah, and it is included. So we're just gonna hang this up. I just wanna show you guys the hose today. The hose has a little bit of restriction to it, but I don't mind it at all with this hookah. So personally, this is going on the shelf, never gonna be used again. I'm gonna pair this with that beautiful aviator hose. The combination of the two, like I said in that video, is phenomenal. It smokes like a dream with a proper hose. But you don't want to use something like a dream hose with this. The heaviness of that dream hose in combination with this light base, you have a chance of pulling over that hookah. It's not very stable. So you definitely want to pair this hookah with a very light hose, like a thunder hose or even this awfully included hose or an aviator hose. The tray that comes with this hookah is a square design tray. It just sits on a lip on the top of the stem. It has no real lip to the tray itself. It's kind of cheap. You can kind of bend it with one hand. But it is a tray, it is included, and it does function. I just wish it was a little heavier. It might also add some stability to the hookah. I am smoking this with a mason bowl today, not the bowl that was included. They did give me a cheap Chinese bowl, and I'm not even gonna show you guys that bowl. It's not even worth your time. That bowl went in the trash, didn't even stand a chance with me. I'd rather use a high quality bowl with this to make this session even better. But let me take a few hits, I wanna show you guys some more clouds. Look at the clouds on this. Every session that I've had has ripped. I just can't stand it. It smokes so well, but the quality is so terrible. That's why I'm conflicted. I love smoking out of this hookah. It's a perfect desktop hookah for me. It's easy to maintain. There's not too many parts and functions to it. It's simple. You put water in it and it rips guaranteed every single time. That is why I like this hookah. I just wish there's some quality aspects that they would improve and that would make it a lot better for me. One other issue is gonna be the purge. The purge is also non-existent. I shouldn't even talk about the purge because it barely has a purge. If you purge too hard, no, the video didn't cut out, nothing happened. It didn't purge. If you push too hard, the hookah doesn't flood, which happens with a lot of small hookahs, but the ball bearing seals in there and it doesn't purge at all. So you actually have to purge very slowly to barely expel any smoke. I think the purge on this is also awful. That could be an easy fix. They even put an apple on top purge on the Phantom, and that works fine. It works better than this, but the purge does not work. And because the base is sealed to the stem with 3 silicone O-rings, it's not the perfect seal. And I think it's because those silicone O-rings break down over time and you lose that air tightness. When I'm inhaling and I'm smoking, I don't really notice it, but when you purge, you can actually see smoke coming out of the top of the base instead of coming out the purge. And that shows that this hookah has an air leak. So, as you guys can see by this video, I am conflicted the whole way through. I love the way it smokes. I love the diffuser. The performance is phenomenal, undeniably phenomenal, but the quality is lacking, especially in terms of the purge, the base, the tray, the overall stability. Things like that need a lot more improvement, but it does rip. I would say if this hookah was $100 all day long, pick it up. Perfect for traveling, perfect for a secondary hookah on the desktop, perfect to give to a friend as a gift, but it does carry a hefty price tag of $200 on 5starhookah.com. I would not recommend this hookah for $200. What I would recommend though, if you buy it directly from Phantom Hookah, their website, it is actually $175 with free shipping. I would wait till they do the 20% off code, which they do very, very often, and pick this hookah up for a discount. That is when I say this hookah is worth it. But for full price, this hookah is not worth it. There's a lot, like a ton better quality options like the Starbucks Made in America, or even the new hookah just released by Zara. That thing's less than $100 and I hear it is a beast. You guys will see a review of that. So my point is, the high price point for what you're getting is not worth it. If it was a lot cheaper though, I would recommend it to you guys. If you guys are wondering what I'm smoking, since I didn't mention that, I am smoking some of this right here. I am smoking Haze today. And I know Haze and Phantom have a very good relationship, so I want to give tribute to that and smoke some Haze tobacco. So today I'm actually smoking some Haze Lavish Lavender. And I was saving this for a review with a special friend, but that person never got back to me, so I never got to do this review. So I want to talk to you guys real quick about Haze Lavish Lavender. In contrast to Lavender Mint, my favorite flavor from Trifecta Tobacco, this lavender is a lot more sweet. It has a melon aspect to it, which makes it very, very fruity and robust. It has a little bit of cream to it in my opinion. So it's a nice and smooth and relaxing smoke. It's less throat hitty, but it does smoke a little warm. So this flavor would definitely complement from some mint, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of cream, something to mix it in there to contrast that heat temperament. But otherwise, the lavender in here is very enjoyable. It's not something I get tired of. I could smoke this back to back to back. It's such a relaxing and smooth flavor that makes this very, very good for me. And although it's not my favorite, it's not as good as Lavender Mint from Trifecta, it's a very interesting flavor profile, which I definitely respect and I definitely enjoy smoking this flavor. But I hope you guys enjoyed the reviews today of the Haze Lavish Lavender, part of the Jazzy Fade line, and the Phantom Hookah, the original one. And I know I was a little critical of this hookah, but I want to give you guys all the facts so you guys can make an educated decision and do what's best for you guys. But the feedback that I've gotten on this hookah, everyone who owns it actually really likes it. Most people are not as critical as I am, but at least you guys know some of the points of concern with this hookah. But thank you guys always for watching. I always appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on the next review. Bye guys.